Yes, I hope everybody is doing well today. I'm doing a slightly different video today, so oftentimes when my videos sort of come from my heart and it's me telling stories or rambling about something that I'm interested in or something, but I wanted to tone it down a little bit today and just throw a little Uno reverse card and more so give you guys, like, or sort of throw the spotlight on you guys for a minute while still using some of my knowledge and such, because, well, there's knowledge I have, and I'm still going to use it for this channel, obviously, so. But anyways, so what do I mean by this anyway? I really wanted to drive home the importance of taking care of yourself in many ways, whether it's your physical health, your mental health, your overall enjoyment of life, whatever it is, it matters. You know what, I've come from places where, you know what, I neglected a lot of things. Even there's some days I still neglect some aspects. And I got to work on that. But you know what, I'm making conscious efforts in ways and such, and that's what matters. And that's what all we can do. But all we can do. And trust me, it's not the easiest thing in the world. It's very hard some days to get out of bed and just to live. My new motto, just live. Sometimes it's not easy to just live. When you've got just something on your plate, if you're awaiting something that's you're dreading or something, well, huge weight on your shoulder. I've had that before where like I had a great grandparent there 4 years ago. And anyways, yeah, he was diagnosed with cancer a little while ago and then went into remission, and then out of nowhere it just came back and he was basically in the hospital till he died. So like there we were just waiting for the inevitable because we knew it was going to happen. Such. So times like that, then yeah, by all means, you need to unwind and just rest, not worry about a thing. That's okay to rest, but key is don't rest forever, because comfort's one of the most dangerous things that I've learned so much in my life, whether it's in a relationship or like in food, any addictive thing, that kind of stuff. Like, it goes for a lot of things in life. It's dangerous. So in the hard times, we want to seek comfort, and that's why sometimes we end up falling back onto these old things that we know are bad for us, but then we still do it. But take care of yourself. Come on. You deserve better. You deserve so much better. We all deserve better. And thing is, that'll vary in ways. You know what? Some person's better might just be able to have a glass of water. Some other person's better might be able to just play a game without getting judged by their parents or friends or whoever in their life. Or another person's wish, maybe just be able to take their dog for a walk again. They found out that their dog passed away. You know what, there's many things in life, but that's why sometimes, yeah, we need comfort, but take it with, yeah, keep it in moderation. Like, it's, what's that saying, where too much of a good thing is bad, whatever the hell it means anyway. Oh no, I can't have too much happiness either, right? Well, there you go. Actually, it's true. I've kind of been on a few days where I've just sort of felt a little bit dull and just not myself. I get like this sometimes, and I know that it'll blow over. It always does. But it's like, it's always the $1,000,000 question of when. But I know it'll happen at some point. I just gotta keep my faith. Just keep going, not let anything stop me. Like, nothing in particular is really on my mind right now, but well, we're all gonna have our moments where life beats us down, and sometimes it just feels like it's easier to give up. Like, earlier today, I recorded a video and I just stopped. I couldn't finish it. You know, I was already at like 23 minutes, and that would have been worth a video, but I couldn't get my point across. Sometimes stepping back and resting is a good idea too. If if you're in a situation that's just really hard, sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself or for anyone, sometimes this can save a lot of relationships, whether it's a friendship, a romantic relationship, you name it, can be saved. Sometimes you just gotta step back and look at things for what they really are. And then it gets better. The point may not change necessarily, but at least the heat's gone. That's what matters at the end of the day. So, yeah. Still not really sure where I'm wanting to really go with today's video. I don't know if I'm trying to push myself too much, but because I missed an upload, I don't want to miss another upload, that kind of thing, and all that. And trying to think of ideas while sort of in this little lull. It's not too easy, I'll admit. And it's so awful because I'm seeing such a sudden growth again on the channel after our comeback, and like I don't want to lose that again. Like, we got momentum. Like, I got to keep going, but still got to take care of myself at the end of the day. And if I miss an upload, I miss an upload. Then okay. You know what? Some people might get upset, but I know at the end of the day, it's about my happiness. If I'm not happy, well then the videos are just going to be awful, and I'll just be sitting here in silence. So I don't want to just sit and say nothing. Like, I was building this barn during that video, and I just kept going quiet, and I'm like, I don't like this. I don't want to be quiet. I'd much rather talk and have something to say, but I mean, I don't always have things to say. Sometimes, maybe there might be times where I just don't have a thing to say. Or maybe I gotta adjust the schedule or something if that happens. I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, we'll be real. Hasn't been an easy week. Well, I shouldn't say week. Hasn't been an easy weekend. It's Easter weekend, and I had a pretty good time for all. I did some stuff with my family, and that's about the long and short of it. But I'm still sort of dealing with that problem where I go somewhere or do something, but nobody else really seems to reach out. And I know I'm not the only one, by the way. If you're watching the video, that is so perfect. I love when the stacks line up like that. Anyways. I know I'm not the only one that deals with this, because there's, I don't know why it happens. I mean, you know what, with some people I'm guilty of it too. But I kind of know my priorities now in life, and that I know that there's just some people that I shouldn't really deal with because they're just not worth my energy. So, it's one of those burning questions, but I know that I'm not the only one that goes through it. And whatever you're going through right now, like, you're not alone. I'm sure that there's at least somebody else out there that's gone through it, and I mean, somebody leaves a comment, somebody else watches, and you've gone through that, like, reply to that person so they know they're not alone. Because in this bloody world, yeah, we got 8 billion people and rising. We're hitting 9 billion before we know it. Sometimes we just feel so freaking alone in this world because there's just nobody else there that we can run to. Or, well, rather, run to us. Because it's almost like we're not really enough in this world. But remember what I said. There's 8 billion people in this world. Truth is, and this may be so hard to see, but keep looking. There are people out there. It just may take a lot of work, but you'll find your place in this world. It may take some time, it may take a whole lifestyle change, you may have to move places if you're just in a bad geographic area. I mean, if you're out in like Siberia, let's say, well, if you're wanting to enjoy more city life, well, you have to go west. Same here in Canada. If you live up in the territories, there's nothing really for cities. Go to like Alberta or Ontario, Vancouver, those places, well, yeah, you're gonna find a city. Gonna be quite awesome, wouldn't it? Sometimes you maybe looking in the wrong place. Or it's just bad luck. Maybe the wrong person just crossed paths with you and it just wasn't meant to be. It's a tough pill to swallow because you're wanting to get to know new people and you think, oh wow, we got somebody, but then they turn on you just like that. It's the first time I've ever really told this story. This is the first I never really told anybody, even though I got depressed for like a week because this happened. Back in the start of college, I took the bus to and from college. And anyways, there was this girl that I met on the bus. And she was very nice for all, and I chat with her for a little bit here and there. I was kind of seeing where it was going, all that. One day I asked for her Instagram. I didn't ask for a number because I guess I wasn't wanting to be too straightforward. I don't know why. Maybe it was just me being nervous or something like that. Or oh no, it's because at my phone plan or the service provider was unreliable where I live, so I didn't bother with texting. I just thought, yeah, Instagram would be better. So I sent her a follow request, and I think it was later that day I noticed her account was just not there. I was blocked. And I'm thinking, what the hell? I didn't even say a word to you yet. Or even tried to get to know you on a deeper level, and boom. just gone out of nowhere. I laugh at how crazy that was. That's the quickest out of all the folks I've met in my life. That's the quickest somebody's come and gone. And then this one just without a warning, out of nowhere, is what the hell happened? And I mean, I'm never gonna get that answer, obviously, but whatever. You know what? Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe she was psychotic or something deep down. I talk about girls too much on this channel. I gotta stop that. There's other stuff to talk about. There's other struggles out there that people go through, and I know I gotta, yeah. So yeah, it gets better, and I know it's hard to believe that it ever gets better. I've been at that point in my life where I was at rock bottom. I mean, one of the greatest times of my life I look back on so fondly was COVID. I was playing Minecraft every single day. I created so many builds in this one world, and then I was stupid and deleted it intentionally. I don't know why I did it. I regret it so much because it was such an awesome world. It was my COVID world, and it got me through the pandemic. At least in 2020, anyways. I had this great big house, like a modern mansion that was made. Was it a tutorial, or was it? It might have been custom made because I learned a technique afterward. Then I built this great big bridge across an ocean, just a minecart track, and then went to a far off. I think at the end of the day it was like 2,000 blocks, or maybe it might have been 10,000. I think I did try to do 10,000 blocks. And all I ended up doing was just building, like, there was like a little, like an apartment building with only like 6 apartments, but 6 stories. It was just awful. Well, it looked good, but it was kind of impractical. But I guess that's what we're going to be doing over across there, because I'll end up making buildings that just serve no purpose. That's just for looks. Anywho, So then I'd also build like little bridges and such. It was just to be almost like a highway system in a way, just with minecarts instead of like horses or something. Since we don't have cars in Minecraft unless you get mods, and then, I mean, I was playing on the Nintendo Switch back then. The absolute best version to play Minecraft Bedrock on. Actually, it ran pretty decently back then for all. But, yeah, no mods. I mean, were there add-ons in the marketplace? I think there might have been, but still, I didn't want to run it that way. Amazing times, though. But I hit rock bottom, like I ended up in the hospital and met people that were good in my life, and maybe they turned or their story just ended. See, life is like, well, no, not life. People are like a train ride. Let's just say you got point A, point B with stops in between. Somebody's gonna join you as soon as that train gets underway. Like, the start of your life. Like, that's your parents, buddy. Right from the get-go, your parents are there. You know, then stop one, school. Like, kindergarten, grade 1, whatever your first grade is, because it's different country to country. Your next stop might be 6 months later, somebody else comes on board, but somebody leaves. Somebody will stay for quite a few stops, then they leave. But some folks will stay on for the entire journey, and they'll be with you till the very last stop. Everything finally shuts down, and your story's told. And I think that's one of the hardest things that we all have to face. And I wish it was something that we were made more aware of, or even that I was just made more aware of myself. Well, I'd say everybody, because you see it on Reels once the algorithm's like, yeah, we're gonna show you these videos where we got folks that lost people and all that, or nah, times were different, you know, that kind of stuff. But like, grim reality, especially like if you're like me. So I was a guy, I'm nice, but folks just wouldn't want to talk to me. I don't know why, and it does baffle me, and it baffles anybody new that I meet today are absolutely just shocked, surprised, completely blown off guard. Like, it's like, why the hell are you? Why do you have such few friends? You talk so much. You're passionate. That's the thing, which I kind of believe is a much larger blessing in disguise. That's the fact that the group of folks that I grew up with weren't the right people for the most part. I think there might be a few folks out there that I could probably click with pretty easily nowadays, or maybe they've just stopped being assholes or something like that, and they're not gonna bully you just because you like Minecraft. True story, that happened. But there are some people, and it goes back to what I said, sometimes we just gotta realign where we look. So I'm not gonna settle for people that just want to take advantage of you or just don't care enough to show up. I've met those people many times. You know what? Life happens. I get it. But then they just completely cut you off and something goes south, and it's like, what the hell? Did I do something? No, you didn't. They're just too far gone or something to even realize that. I've met them. I have met them. And it's hard. It's a very hard thing to deal with. And this is when you think you're good to a person or whatever, you show up every day and then just out of the blue, boom, kick you to the curb. As if you're just trash. Been there, done that. I've had my fair share of just questioning, like, why the hell did this happen? And did I hurt you? Like, if I hurt you, then tell me. You know what? I'll listen and try to make it better. Nope. Silence. Silence is one of the biggest killers, and oh boy does it hit hard. I know that. Yeah, it seems like making friends in today's society is it does seem a little bit harder than usual, and I don't know if it's just because of my demographic of enjoyment. You know what, if proximity friendships are some of the easiest friendships to make. You're in college, you're in university, you're in a club, it's stupid easy most times. You're gonna get the odd outlier that just doesn't really click, which, hey, it happens. But it's stupid easy. But like, if you're an introvert like me, and then all of a sudden your whole life's changed to where you want to actually meet people and such, well then it's just so hard to build off that. I mean, yeah, the internet exists. I could hop on VR chat right now, make new friends easily. Or go to Roblox. I'm not going on Roblox. You guys are never going to see a Roblox video on here, unless it's like CEO is accused of whatever. Yeah, maybe I'll do a video on that and just laugh. I told you so, guys. The game is absolutely horrendous. But then the conflicting aspect for me is that I'm a guy that values in-person connection. Because without an in-person connection, then what do you have, really? We're not built to talk through screens, but that's all that people want to do nowadays. There've been folks that it's easier to just get online or something and text and text and text till the day's over, but trying to have a get-together is near impossible. I've noticed this after high school, even my own friend group. We're still pretty close and all, but I mean, they're in the Mario movie just this weekend. The first time that specific trio has gotten together since God, I don't know how long. I mean, we have something valuable because most friendships would die without that sort of without that interaction, but we live on. But maybe too, it's just part of growing up. Maybe it's just the fact that, yeah, we're adults now with responsibilities and we can't do this stuff as much. Maybe it's just because I know my priorities. I know, okay, I can fit this in my schedule. I can fit this in my schedule. I don't know, really. It's hard to say. And I don't want to sound like I'm slamming my friends or whatever, but I think it's good to sort of, face reality from time to time, because if we just live in some fake reality where we just assume everything's all right, well then that's not all right. Come on, wake up. You know it's true and such, and you gotta take care of yourself. Don't live in don't be a fake version of yourself. If you're somewhere you don't want to be, get out of there. We're humans. We have the capability to do pretty much anything. Like, as I speak, astronauts are doing a U-turn around the moon. Like, if folks can do that, you can start whatever it is. Like, if you want to start a YouTube channel, today's your day. Come on, do it. Just do it. Don't give it a second thought. Get your phone. If you have OBS on your computer, go. Just do something. Talk. Play a game. Show something off. People will love it. Haters are gonna come along. Like, it's gonna happen. You'll get bots that come on as well, but you'll get real people that come on. Or if we step away from YouTube, if you're an athlete, go out there. Go for that run. Because one day you could be on a track team and just taking home gold to your town. What's stopping you? Are you scared? First step's the scariest step. I was scared to start this channel and open up about every little thing about me. I've talked about things I wouldn't talk to a stranger. Like, would I talk to somebody about my experience with mental health? Hell no. Unless I got to know you on a deeper level. Like, I don't trust anybody because, yeah, today's society, mental health is still made fun of. Oh, God. Oh no, they're not feeling great. They're not gonna work. They're not gonna do shit with their life. Nah. Mental health, mental illness is just like a sickness. You need rest when you need it. As long as you don't get too much. You know what? We still have to live at the end of the day. But same with sickness or whatever. You get the flu, it's gonna go away. Same with that bad day. Or if you fall into a depression, it's okay. Nobody's saying that you have to be happy all the time. But don't let yourself be stuck in that rut forever. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, no matter what anybody says, or whatever your brain says. We're our own worst enemy. It's another common saying, but it's so true. We're our own worst enemy. So stop lying to yourself. You're worthy in this world, no matter what anybody says. Some random jackass says you're better off 6 feet under. Tell them to shut up. Because deep down inside you, you have value. We all have value. All you gotta do is just find that spark and the rest will come. Don't give up. It's all gonna be okay in the end. And you know what? Like, we're all gonna die at some point anyways, so live. Live. If there's something you want to do, go do it. If there's a girl that you see in that cafe, say hi to her. If there's a guy that you see across the room in your science class, say hi to him. If there's a person you want to give a compliment to, give them that compliment. Because you never know when you may not get that opportunity. There's a song, if you're into country music, there's a song by Cody Johnson called Till You Can't. If you're kind of wanting to do something, you don't know when to do it, listen to that song and you'll know why you should do it now rather than later. Take that leap of faith and just go wild. Take that chance. And I mean, at the end of the day, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. True fact. I've missed many shots myself because I just didn't throw the ball. Any potential opportunities that just slipped by because I didn't take the chance. Because I got too scared. Don't let fear control your life. Remember, it's going to be okay. It's okay to be scared, just don't let it control your life. Take a chance. And that fear will go away. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to share this with anybody that may need it. I know this one's a bit more on the downside. I felt that I just needed to sort of get a few things off my chest. So just kind of been sitting as if I was waiting for a miracle. I gotta make that miracle happen, though. That's the thing. It's in my hands, nobody else's. As always, guys, stay safe and take care.